Ajidagan Street will now be called Olamide Adedeji Bado Street. That means that Charlie Boy bus stop will now be changed to Bado bus stop. No more Charlie Boy. Ilaje Road will now be called King Sunny Ade Road. Ajidagan Street will now be called Olamide Adedeji Bado Street. That means that Charlie Boy bus stop will now be changed to Bado bus stop. No more Charlie Boy.
Oh my, and of course, you know, if you know Charlie Boy, you know that the Mumudondu promoter or convener will definitely not keep quiet about this development. Anyway, first it was Jeremy Felodu, LCDA. And of course, we now have Bariga, LCDA, embarking on street naming or street renaming, if you want to call it a renaming exercise. And of course, the most controversial one being the renaming of Charlie Boy bus stop, which is quite popular, to Olamide Bado bus stop. It's got a lot of people talking, and there are different aspects to the conversation. Are LCDAs legally, constitutionally empowered to name streets? Of course, local governments are. In fact, in some states, the state governors are the ones who name streets, not local governments. But they have that power, the local governments. So are they empowered? Is there anything wrong if the people of a particular area say, through their leaders, we want to name the streets after people from our area, not after people from other parts of the country, as the pattern seems to be? Now, I want to point out a note here. Not all the streets that are renamed from maybe people from, it had a name from the southeast and it was changed to someone from southwest. No. But some of them had names of people from the southeast and it was changed to southwestern names. So is there anything you see wrong here? So we look at Jeremy Ifelodun, of course. That was the first one, and we thought that conversation had died down and it went over to Bariga as well. Now, it is possible that we'll see other local government areas and local council development areas in Lagos announce changes to their street names. And if you want to nominate a street you feel the name should be changed, you can call and also nominate as well. Maybe your council chairman might be listening. All right. The voice teacher said is LCDA chairman, Kolade Alabi David. What he's saying is that the initiative of renaming streets in Bariga and landmarks in Bariga is aimed at celebrating individuals who have brought honor to Bariga and enhanced Nigeria's reputation globally. All right, so people like King Sunny Ade, etc., etc. So does this mean that if Charlie Boy has not brought honor to the area, he lived there at some time, but I think Charlie Boy these days still has been in Abuja for some time. 0201277093. Is it constitutional? What does the Constitution say about local government powers in terms of naming and renaming streets and monuments? Are local governments empowered to rename streets without the state assembly or the input of the residents? All right, can residents even challenge these in court? We also have moral and historical questions here. Is it morally right to raise old names tied to the local history and the local culture? Are these new names more about politics than legacy? And when we talk about national unity, will the renaming of these streets foster unity, by honoring national heroes? Or will it create tension in diverse communities? All right. Anyway, please call right now. Have your say. 020-1277-0993. If a politician in your area renames a street, will you support it? Will you support it? If you have a street you feel that your local government chairman or council chairman should rename, you can call and say, oh yeah, I want you to rename this street. All right. Anyway, you think it's all tribalism. I've read some comments. Some people says yes, because most of the names that are being controversially renamed, some of them are southeastern names. Ifeanyi this. Even Charlie Boy is from the southeast. I've read online, some people say, oh, it was in Lagos brought this on themselves. Because they've been, talking about Lagos, and they're against the ruling party and all that. Now, what is Charlie Boy saying? Well, the veteran entertainer and human rights activist, officially known, his government name is Charles Oputa. He has had some hard words for the Bariga Local Council Development Area. All right. Of course, they know him as Area Father, and he's a convener of a Mudondo movement. Now, he's saying that the government in Lagos State and in Bariga in particular is acting out of fear and political insecurity, is what Charlie Boy is saying. Now, he took to his handle on X, where he stated that renaming of these streets was not merely symbolic, but he says it's a calculated attempt to erase his decades of activism and social defiance. Let's look at what he's saying. Of course, we know Charlie Boy is the son of the former Supreme Court Justice, the late Justice Chukwudifo Oputa of Oputa Panel fame. Now, this is what he says. Quote, Charlie Boy, you can rename a place, but you can't rename a legacy. You can replace a signboard, but you can't erase the spirit. And definitely, you can't silence a voice that shook your tables for decades. Charlie Boy continues, quote, this is not just about a bus stop. This is about fear. Fear of a boy who refused to bow. Fear of a man who challenged the oppressors. Fear of a man who didn't beg the system to be accepted. So don't do what timid people do. So what do timid people do? He asks. They change the name like it will wash away their shame. Now, I saw a comment online yesterday or a couple of days ago. Someone made a point. And what this person was saying was that if Lagosians, indigents, don't rename the streets after themselves, that those who are from the places where these street names hail from will tomorrow claim the area as theirs. That's what some are saying. That some of these people started the Lagos is no man's land conversation or talk. And if they don't change the names, tomorrow the indigents might lose their land. Because people come and say, this street is named after, we are the ones who own this place. We own Bariga. We started Bariga. So someone said. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's go over to the phone line so we'll take your thoughts here. Please call 0201 465 7190. We have WhatsApp available for you as well. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, Kofi, good morning.
Welcome. Name, location, and country.
This is Market. Hello?
Yes, go on. We're listening to you. Go on,
this is Market Woman. I want to beg my people, don't bother about how they change name or everything in this country. Now, don't bother. This security in this country is just too much. If they like me, they change it to Queen of England. Please, don't bother. It's all distraction. They can change it whatsoever name they want. Please, don't worry yourself. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, who do we have? And then your...
My name is Phil. Can you hear me?
Yes, please, Phil. Go on. And where are you listening from? And then your
good.
country, your name, your location, and your contribution.
Okay, my name is Phil. I'm calling from Magboro area. Okay, so regarding this issue of the name change, right? I'm from Edo State.
All right.
And I'm not sure that any street in Benin City or Edo State itself is named after a non-indigent. So I wonder why people are getting angry over this situation, because in the northeastern states or the southwestern states or southeastern states, you will not see a name of a street after a Yoruba man in the southeastern states. You will not see a street name after an Hausa man. Nobody. We should not just be crying foul over these things. It doesn't just make sense to me. We should not just be crying foul. It's a name change. It's meant to depict the area itself, the historical heritage of the area. So Nigerians don't have to quarrel. Yes, the name was changed quite alright. It's everywhere. They change street names everywhere. Where the area I am right now, where I stay, they just changed the name of one particular street.
Okay.
So it's a normal situation.
Okay. All right. So you're saying in your part of where you hail from, which is Edo State, there's no street that is named after a non-indigenous.
I don't know any street that is named after a non-indigenous.
You don't know.
Yes, but
okay. I thought you said there's
frequenting Edo State and my village as well, Benin City and all of that.
It seems
I have never heard.
It seems you're more of a Lagosian than an Edo person. Because yeah.
But I go there a lot of times. I go see families and all that.
Do you consider yourself a Lagosian?
I do not consider myself a Lagosian. I stay in Lagos because I work in Lagos.
Okay, were you born in Lagos? Were you born in Benin City?
No, I was not born in Lagos.
Were you born in Benin City?
No, I was born in Kano, actually.
Okay, all right. And how many years have you stayed in Benin City at a stretch?
I haven't stayed a year at a stretch.
Okay, but
I just go visit and come back. Yeah.
But you consider yourself not a Lagosian but a Benin person, despite that?
Yeah.
Why?
Lagos is not where I hail from.
You don't even know Benin City well?
No. It doesn't matter. After all said and done, we all still will go back.
All right.
Right? I was born, like I said, I was born in Kano. There was a time there was riots in 1990 or so.
Yes.
We had to go back to our various states.
Okay. So where have you spent most of your life? If you want to look at the Nigerian state, is it Kano State? Is it Lagos State? Or maybe
Lagos, obviously.
Lagos. Okay. All right. But you know Lagos well, but you don't know Benin City well. But you still consider yourself not a Lagos person. If you do something for your area, they can't name the street after you because in Benin City.
Will the people agree? Will they name the street after me? I understand that kind of sentiment.
But the question is, do you see yourself as a Lagosian? The answer is no. You don't even know Benin City. You don't know, because if you know Benin City, you know there's a road called Murtala Mohammed Highway.
How many of those?
There's
Lagos streets.
There's a road called Lagos Road.
How many of those? Yes, but how many of those areas is named after a non-indigenous?
Well,
the streets in Benin City, streets in Benin City and in Edo State at large, generally,
all right.
Most of the names are indigenous names.
So if you're saying most are, is that the way it ought to be? Because you're saying because it's that way in Edo State.
The names are meant to reflect the historical heritage of the people.
Okay.
If it is not reflective of that, then what do you call it?
All right.
Imagine a street in Lagos named after a Benin City man or a man from Kwale. Does it represent what the people?
So when you say history, okay, let me give you an instance now. If someone whose ancestry is that of Benin City, Edo State, has serious historical links to a place in Lagos. Maybe he was the first person who moved there, or he was he was a rich man in that area, something, and then they named the street after him over the years. That is that is not history.
Is the person from Lagos State? Is he from that area?
No, but you're talking about history.
Or are his forefathers from that area?
Good. So this is what you are saying. So don't say history, because when you say history, then mean history.
No, Kofi, I will stand by that. The historical perspective of the people. For instance, Bariga was renamed. Some streets in Bariga were renamed.
Okay.
Right. Okay. It is those people that it was renamed after. Have their families in Bariga, grew up in Bariga, have their heritage in Bariga.
So you're talking about ancestry and heritage. Don't say history.
All right, but it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
They have their their heritage.
I'm not saying that people should have streets named in their states after people. I don't know. You guys tell me. Okay, I may tell you what I think, but I'm taking you up on what you said. If you're saying history, I want you to put it on a table between Olamide and Charlie Boy, who had a house there. Which one is more historical?
Charlie Boy had the house there.
No. Hold on. It's just a house. I know there are other things he did there. But let's look at history, which is more historical.
In Lagos, quite all right. But is Charlie Boy from Lagos State?
So don't say history. Say ancestry or heritage.
No, I know where
tribe.
I'm heading towards. I know where I'm heading towards.
But it's not history.
From
You are saying history, but it's not history. Now, you could be right. You could be right. You are not talking history, my brother. You are talking ancestry, not history. Because history is not narrowed into just ancestry. All right. Otherwise, we'll change the name of all the places that are named after the British in Africa. We can do that, but the historical background or history.
To you, is it a bad thing to change the name?
It's not a bad thing necessarily, but we're having a conversation. I will tell you what I think after I've listened to all of you. But I'm taking you on what you said. That's what I'm saying. All right? Thank you, my brother. You're welcome. All right? Let's not confuse history with ancestry. That's what I'm saying. You can't eat your cake and have. If you want to say history, say history. 99.3. I'm not on any side, though. Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, welcome.
Hello?
Yes, please go on. I can hear you. Go on. You have to turn your radio set off, please.
Okay, my name is Kingsley. I'm calling from Lagos Island.
All right, welcome.
Mr. Kofi?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah, go on.
Talking about naming and renaming streets, I think generally for me, Lagos is not a village. Lagos is a city. People mistake city for... Lagos is a mega city, and if you stayed in a particular place over time, you've contributed your quota. Like in my street where we live, I know so many people came together, like we came together and formed a union. At some point, somebody donated money to build the road, and they named the street after the person. Tomorrow, somebody might, a local government chairman might will come in future and say that you want to rename the street because the person they named the street after is not from that particular environment. It's not making sense at all. It's not making sense to me because if you are talking about history, it's about your contribution to the society. Like me now, I grew up in Lagos. I did virtually everything in Lagos. So tomorrow, I know, yes, I am from the south, but I've never, going to southeast, I've never stayed up to 2 weeks in southeast all my life.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate you calling in. Thank you. 99.3. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi.
Yes, please go on. Your name, location.
How are you today?
Very well, please. Your name, location, and contribution.
My name is Perry. I'm calling from Awoyaya. Okay. I think you can now see the shallow character of most of these political characters.
I can't see anything. I can't see.
It's very shallow because you see, how can you? Charlie Boy has contributed enormously, whether we like it or not, to the growth of that particular place. And you can't just work. It's a mission of vendetta. It's not done because Charlie Boy is not in support of the government, and that's why they are doing that to him. I mean, that's the plain truth.
In your opinion,
I can bet you, if they change the name to whatever name, that name will remain. Charlie Boy Boston will remain there in the minds of people forever. Right. You change it to whatever name, it doesn't matter. That's why I agree with him. He said, the legacy, you can't erase it. It's a legacy. He has planted.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We got to go for a break. But the last caller before you, the other guy, asked the question. So when you go to your state, even his own state, Benin City, he was honest enough to admit, do you name streets after people who don't come from your place, irrespective of their contributions to your society? It's called reciprocity,
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, dirty uniforms and shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! Now so I did on my own. Now a message enter my phone. Fiam. I can't click am. Fiam. Now so my money for account go. Fiam. Hey. Hey, if to say na Airtel you dey use, them for first alert you before you click am. Airtel they identify spammers, then alert them customers with AI-powered service to make sure say you no fall mugu for wuruwuru scam messages. No charges, no subscription needed. Me sef they go join Airtel. Fiam.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
I don't know, man. These days, all you hear is save, invest, save, Wait, how do you guys find this money? Is it not someone that is settled that will have money to save and invest? And even if I manage to invest or save, the interest rates are so low. And one can lose money in all these crypto, NFT, blockchain, and so on.
Introducing Fund 724. It's a simple solution to all your money goals. With as low as 1,000 naira or that urgent 2K in your pocket, you can start saving with Fund 724 and earn solid returns on your investment. And you can withdraw your money from your account for free. Anytime you like, just dial *724# on your mobile phone and follow the prompts.
Oh, so no need to download an app or join a long queue, huh?
Dial *724# now to get started. Fund 724 is available 24/7. Guarantee Trust Fund Managers is a subsidiary of Guarantee Trust Holding Company PLC and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Chioma, you don't use hypo disinfect this sitting room, so?
Mama, I don't mop with water now.
You mop no mean say e dey protected, oh.
Yes, so no grief for germs. Protect your living room every day with hypo.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
Ah, finally.
Finally what?
I've been trying to reach your phone for days.
Oh, so sorry. Telecommunication services have been very poor in my area lately. Some hoodlums vandalized the telecoms masts around here.
Ah, they tried it in my area, but guess what? Our people now protect the mast as if our lives depend on it.
Wise move. I must tell my husband to raise the issue at our community meeting so that we too can protect all our telecom masts.
Exactly. You see, when telecom mast and fiber cables are destroyed, every area of our life, from education to healthcare to banking operations and the entire economy, is affected. Vandalizing telecommunications infrastructure harms everyone. Dial 622 from any network or send an email to protect@ncc.gov.ng to report suspected cases of vandalism. This message is brought to you by mobile network operators and towercos in collaboration with the Nigerian Communications Commission.
See, everybody with his own wahala. Every day comes with its own version of challenges, and you have to be ready to face them, because only then can you move on to the next. That's why I never miss my breakfast. Scratch that. My peak breakfast, with the nutrients and energy I need to face each day, one challenge at a time.
Every day is a good day to power on with a peak breakfast. Have you had your peak? Reach for your peak.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers, MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
What you're about to taste is so hot, it's got basket mouth singing.
Mini Ninja Pepper flavor. Yeah. Mini Ninja Pepper flavor. Correct. Heat.
Nothing brings the heat like the bold taste of Mini-Me Noodles Naija Pepper Flavor. Try it today and see for yourself. Mini-Me Noodles Naija Pepper Flavor. Slurp it like it's hot.
My ions, please, can't get enough. My ions, please, give it to me now. It go rehydrate you, yeah. Replenish your ions with Pocari Sweat. Rehydrate you faster, easy we observe.
Looking for ways to save your data? It starts with your apps. Deleting unused apps helps, but there is more. Most apps have data saver modes. Activate them to control data usage. You can also go to settings to turn off auto updates. Lastly, close unused apps to save data when you ain't using your apps. These changes can make a big difference. For more information, visit your mobile operator's website or consumer.ncc.gov.ng for more helpful tips. Stay connected and enjoy smarter data usage. This message is brought to you by the Association of Telecom Operators and Nigerian Communications Commission.
Start your day and have a good time. Kivo Krima. Where you need to have the break time. Kivo Krima. If not tea, up or garita. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima.
What can your bank do for you? Meet Jane, 25 years old. She's been having troubles acquiring a loan from her bank.
This is not okay at all. I've been on this queue forever, and you're saying I should fill another form. What's going on?
What can your bank do for you? Meet Frank, 27 years old, held up in traffic and making fruitless transactions.
Mama, I have saved the airtime, even the electricity charges. I don't know why it's so difficult making this payment.
Introducing Safri, a lifestyle digital bank that's designed just for you. With one click, you can make easy and fast payment transactions, pay bills, and even acquire easy loans. Hurry and download the Safri app on your Play Store. Visit safrisafri.com for more information. Safri, borderless banking.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info. Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Ilaje Road will now be called King Sunny Ade Road. Ajidagon Street will now be called Olamide Adedeji Bado Street. That means that Charlie Boy bus stop will now be changed to Bado bus stop. No more Charlie Boy. Ilaje Road will now be called King Sunny Ade Road. Ajidagon Street will now be called Olamide Adedeji Bado Street. That means that Charlie Boy bus stop will now be changed to Bado bus stop. No more Charlie Boy.
All right, sorry guys, guess repeat again. Welcome back. It's still the Morning Crossfire right here, 99.3 Nigeria Info, and of course, we're taking your thoughts on renaming of streets in Lagos State. We had Jeremy Felodo, which caused a little bit of a stir, but it hasn't caused as much stir as the recent one in Bariga local council development areas. Now, both Jeremy Felodo and Bariga local council development areas, and of course, you just heard the voice of Kolade Alabi David, who is a LCDA chairman, who said the initiative to name streets and landmarks in the local council area is aimed at celebrating individuals who brought honor to Bariga and enhanced Nigeria's reputation globally. All right, so that's that. Now, to be fair to this local council development area chairman, some of the streets that it seems to me that, by the way, welcome, it's the Morning Crossfire, and my name is Kofi Bartels. It seems that some of the streets that are being renamed may have just gotten organically named, that there was no proper official government naming of these streets. You know what I'm saying? Maybe as time went on, people just, gave these areas names. For instance, I had a colleague who was quite popular in Port Harcourt. And there was an incident that happened, and that's when I realized that the people there named the street there after him. I think they even put a signboard. This was a friend of mine who was a celebrity in Port Harcourt. But if the local government chairman comes today or tomorrow and says, wait, we didn't name this street, it's just the people who named it. We didn't give it a name, but we want to exercise our powers to name this street. And people will now start to say, why? You must hate this man. So the question is this: who named the bus stop Charlie Boy bus stop? Who named the bus stop Palm Grove bus stop? Who named the bus stop Anthony bus stop? Of course, Anthony bus stop will be called Anthony bus stop because that's the bus stop at Anthony. Palm Grove bus stop will be called Palm Grove bus stop because the area is known as Palm Grove. Bagada bus stop will be called Bagada bus stop because that is Bagada. Charlie Boy bus stop will be called Charlie Boy bus because that area is known as Charlie Boy. How did it get to be called Charlie Boy? Because Charlie Boy stayed there when he was a boy. Now he's a man. He stayed there at some point. But what this chairman is saying is that the street where that bus stop is had a name. Now, the chairman is saying, I'm not removing Charlie Boy's name from there. All I've done is to change the name of the street that was here called G. Doggone Street. I hope I got it right. I'm changing the name of that street to Olamide Adedeji. In parentheses, Bado. What does Bado mean? You want to find out if the government wants to promote the word Bado. So I said Bado. But that's what we call Olamide. I like Olamide. But, so we want to name it after Bado, right? So, invariably, because we're naming Ajidigon Street, we're renaming it Olamide Adedeji Bado Road. And Bado has done a lot for not just music, but his community in Nigeria as well. Oh, he deserves all this and more. Because we're naming Ajidigon Street after Olamide, the bus stop there automatically becomes Olamide bus stop. It's not as if we changed it we didn't remove it, it's just that the street's name has changed and then automatically the bus stop becomes Olamide bus stop. Some streets, people just gave it name. Like there's one called, I saw somewhere, it's called Mobile Road. Who gave it the name Mobile Road? Was it a government name? Or people just gave it Mobile Road? And then people just came there, they call it Mobile Road. So if I go and stay somewhere tomorrow, I'm the first person to move there or among the first occupants there, and I'm popular. People say, Kofi Bartels Road. And then they just name it Kofi Road. And people are born to meet it like that. But the government officially named those places like that, So I don't know. I mean, what do you think about it? It's another school of thought, it's an argument. And the chairman did not remove Charlie Boy, but he just simply named the street there. And, all right, because it wasn't called Charlie Boy Street. It's Aji Doggone. I hope I got it right. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Others are Ayodele Street. Ayodele Street. Maybe they don't even know who I don't know. Maybe they don't know who Ayodele is. And they say, this street is here. Can't we give it the name, celebrate our heroes before they die? Yeah? Like we always say in Nigeria. Let's celebrate our heroes. Let's not wait till they die, before we celebrate them. Maybe they woke up and said, okay, stood up and said, this is Ayodele Street. Who is Ayodele? What has he done? Do we even know him? Okay, can we name it after Tony Tetwila? Let people know that all these guys came from Bariga. I didn't know Tony Tetwila originated from Bariga. I'm knowing it now. There's one called Ilojo Street, or Crescent. Ilojo Crescent. Guess the name now. I know some people change their minds. It's Bukayo Saka Street. I don't even think Bukayo knows that they've named the street in Nigeria after him. But it's a great one. It's Bukayo Saka Street. Maybe they don't know Ilojo. Does it have a meaning? Does it have a significance? Maybe it doesn't. It's okay. Let's do that. So I don't know the guy. Ifeanyi Street. Maybe they said, okay, who is Ifeanyi? They don't know who. Maybe they don't even know who Ifeanyi is. Or I don't know. I'm just saying. And there's no. And we have people we want to celebrate. Why can't we celebrate our legends and then name it after Abolore Akonde? That's nice. Gongoasa. Nice street. Let's celebrate. These guys came from. Let people know that Bariga is home to talent. So maybe they don't know who Ifeanyi. Maybe they've done they looked in the books, and by mere coincidence, the name there happens to be Ifeanyi. All right. If I were to play the devil's advocate, I would say that there are roads with names from the southwest. Ayodele is a southwest name. Iloja, I don't know whether it's southeast or south, but it looks like southwest. Elijah Road is a southwest name. And these names are just there, occupying space. When we have people like Sunny Ade who have not been immortalized in such a manner. Bariga Road is just there, Bariga Road. Can't we name it Bola Ahmed Tinubu Way? There's one called Community Road. What is Community Road? There are people waiting to be immortalized. Let's name it Babajide Sanwo-Olu. I'm not a believer that things should be named after people who are in power. I don't believe in it. I don't think it's right. But it's been done not in Nigeria alone, but around the world. So, well, that's it. Okay? So all these names, all of them are southeastern names or south or northern names. But maybe the Bariga LCDA chairman, knowing the public sentiment, would have said, okay, let's look for somebody from the southeast who has done something remarkable in an area that we can name something after him. Maybe you say, okay, instead, let's look for another street for Bado and name this G Dagon Street after Charlie Boy. Call it Charles Oputa Street. That would have just, because for politicians, you also have to feel the pulse of the people and also work on the optics. It matters. All right, let's go back to the phone line. 020-127-70993. The ones in Nigeria, Philadelphia, are many. I don't think I have time to go over there. Okay, Imo is a street. Was named Laiola Olua. Plenty, I beg. Google. Let's go back to the phone line. We have calls queuing up. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, Kofi.
Good morning. No.
Now, wow. Don't talk too much now. No, we just go to talk.
Right. Sorry about that. You have to call back, okay? All right, let's go to other comments here. We have a voice note, and I'll pick more calls. Just call back.
Naming Charlie bus stop into Badu bus stop does not have anything to do. But the angle I think see it is that it's not good for a development country or a development state to be doing like that. This Charlie bus stop has been there for long, and it depends the contribution of the person in the area is living. That's the reason why they are naming street for him. But this thing will cause a problem in the future. Where you tell somebody that is coming on those states in Ekiti State, in Abeokuta State, in Osun State or Oyo State, to remove their name in the place that be, to name it after Lagos. It's a pity we find ourselves in this ethnic people, and they don't think backward. They think backward. They don't think forward. All right. Thank you very much. It's a public forum. When you call, you have some decorum, self-respect, and also respect for the platform. Okay, it's very important. All right. 99.3. Good morning.
Hello, Kofi.
Yes.
My line went off. No, I was going to ask the criteria for naming streets. Do you understand? Hello?
Yeah, go on. I'm listening to you.
If we have it, then we now know whether somebody is doing right or wrong. King Sunny Ade had always been in Lagos and had money to do something. All these people you're naming, I'm sure, one that I know, they will tell you, what did you do? Maybe first person to, like in a bushy area, you've gone there, you've done the at least minor road and all that. So if I'm wrong, and maybe we don't know, these are things that we should find out and tell the people now. These are the criteria that these names were given. or based on which names were given.
No,
And
no.
then
He
if
said
people change it,
he said it already, and I read it out. That he has said that they are celebrating individuals who have brought honor to Bariga
see, there
and
are
enhanced Nigeria's
spaces
reputation.
that can be bought by even Nice and the Sonia Ade to build like a park where people in the neighborhood could go and rest. Do you understand? There are so many things yet to be done now. Development has not finished. So doing it and being emboldened by just that excuse. These are people, they are legends. Sonia Ade had opportunity to even get into somewhere and have road, a crescent. Do you understand me? It's not just rising now. So we can't be, rewarding laziness and backwardness. You know, you were there, you knew things, and you were having babies with other people, and then you couldn't do so much. And then this day we want to honor you. Nobody says you shouldn't be honored. He had the opportunity to have streets and roads after him, and this is still there.
I don't know who you're talking about having baby. And hello, madam. Hello,
I'm listening, yes.
please. I don't know what you mean by having babies and all, but
No, because most of them did. And
excuse me, please. Like I said, this is a public forum, and the maximum amount of decorum is expected if you want to make use of it. I don't know who you're referring to having babies everywhere. That's someone's private life. It's not what we're talking about. Please, let's have some self-respect, at least. Okay, it's very important. I don't know. Is it who are you talking about? I don't know. But the person may be listening and may not find it funny, discussing his personal affairs, how many babies he wants to have on national radio. It's distasteful. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, Kofi, good morning.
Yes, please, your name, location, and country.
Malara.
All right, welcome, Baba.
You see this issue. I usually don't like talking on radio. Because even you yourself, I laugh most times when you talk. You know that Charlie boy was Pedro, second Pedro before.
It was what?
The Pedro family is a very popular family in that area.
Oh, it was called what? Pedro?
Second Pedro.
Okay,
because Pedro, second Pedro.
Oh, because that area is known as Pedro, yeah?
Pardon?
That area is part of Pedro, Bagada, Pedro.
Yes,
Bagada.
it is.
Oh,
it is. Because the road itself is Pedro Road, I think. Now, when Charlie Boy moved there, Charlie Boy didn't have a house there. He rented. There are always two sides to a coin. Well, that's not my business. People loved, the youths, you know who Charlie Boy was way back then. And they decided to rename name the area Charlie Boy because he was living there. But when you ask people who were his neighbors, it was a hell of a life. My auntie had to move from there to Ikorodu. That's by the way.
When you say hell of a life, what do you mean? When you say hell of a life, what do you mean?
You know all the Okada people, miscreants and whatever. He was a free guy going around and everything. And it was alleged then that they were selling selling drugs to guys. And it was a very hot and volatile area.
Let's leave that out.
So a lot of his neighbors didn't like him.
Okay.
So that's another...
Let's just say a lot of young people thronged the area. Let's just put it that way.
Yes. Now, one thing I want people to know is that even these new names that have been given, in another 10, 20 years, they will be changed again. So I just laugh when they start arguing and start whatever.
Okay.
I know inside, like where I am, the street is named after my family. You get a form. You go to the local government that is in charge of naming streets, not the state government.
Yeah, sure.
You go to the local government, get a form, you pay. And there's a yearly due you pay to the local government. In Bariga, Sonia Ade grew up in Bariga. He had all his children in Bariga. He was known as Babeleshin in Bariga. So maybe they now thought, this man lived here. He hadn't been honored for long. They change it. That may not be changeable later in future. Then this Bado name, Bado in Ikorodu means death. Because we know what Bado did to us in Ikorodu. They would have called it Olamide bus stop instead of Bado bus stop. But one thing I can assure you, in another 10, 15, 20 years, those names will go again.
All right. Thank you. So you're saying before Charlie Boy came, that place has had a name, and there's more history to that place than just Charlie Boy. You have the Pedro family and all that. All right. So anyway, it's all good. So that's why I said we need to look at it, different angles, and that's why I also brought up that other side as well, for local government chairman. Some things are deeper than what we see on the surface. 99.3 Grammar, thank you. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, nobody on that line. Please call back if you can. I want to read some messages here before we are out of... Okay, we have a caller on WhatsApp. Good to see. What's your name? Good morning. Yeah, WhatsApp caller, can you hear me? I can't hear a word of what you're saying. WhatsApp caller, are you there? Okay, he doesn't know. He doesn't know someone has been picked. Okay, let's see who this is on our WhatsApp. 99.3, good morning.
Yeah, hello, Kofi.
Yes, welcome.
Please, just to correct your caller from earlier, I don't think it's correct.
Your name, location, please. Your name, location.
My name is Ola.
Okay. Listening from where?
Yes, so I'm calling from Lekki.
Good.
So I don't think it's correct. I know there are streets in Edo that are named after non-indigenous. In fact, the government lodge, I think it's Osadibio Avenue.
Okay. In Edo State, that's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah. You can verify. So just to correct him, he's not correct.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Appreciate you calling in. All right. A message here reads, this is Mark from Lekki. He says, you know that Charlie Boy gave over 2,500 motorcycles to free, about 2,500 motorcycles free to empower people around Charlie Boy bus stop area in Bagada. Wow. He says, it gave a lot of people scholarships in that area and took people off the streets. Charlie Boy moved into the area in 1989 and left the area around 2006. Charlie Boy is the spirit of Charlie Boy bus stop. He didn't name the bus stop. The people named the bus stop in his honor because of his impact. Okay, did they go through the right channel? Did they follow the procedure to name that bus stop? It's a question also to be asked. Nobody's saying he didn't have impact. So let's not confuse my question, okay? He says a lot of people benefited from him. Do you know that around the Charlie Boy bus stop area, hundreds of people have benefited from his scholarship scheme? He also facilitated media career of many via his television platform Zoom Time. I love that show. He also put Bagada on television, as most of his programs were recorded around that area. Facts don't lie. The caller said that in other states, streets are not named after non-indigenous. He's lying from the pit of hell. There's a street named after Wole Soyinka in the east. All right. So anyway, I think maybe, just maybe, because Charlie Boy is synonymous with that area, and his prime, where he made waves, he was staying there. Maybe they should have just named the street after him and then look for another one for Olamide. I don't know. But the optics, like I say, matter in politics, in governance, what people perceive from what you do. So I would urge the local council development areas and local government chairman as well to, when you're renaming streets, to make it multi-ethnic. I think that will calm frayed nerves and enable people to see that this is not an ethnic thing.
Honey, you've given us everything, but there's something you're forgetting.
Another school fees?
No, Axel Mansard International Health Plan. I'm it.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.